All right. Lisa, where are you from?
Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
And you work with the...
I work with the Minnesota Conservation Corps.
And as such, so you're a group leader, you're in charge of lots of crews that go out and do stuff in forest, trails, repairs.
Natural resource training program for young adults, 18 to 25. So definitely outdoors gal, and this trip was something that was definitely right up my alley. So I was happy to have the opportunity to come along.
Oh, it was excellent. You were a great companion. Now, you had a chance to watch two young men as our leaders, one of whom got injured and helicoptered out, but they're the ages that you're working with. So how was it for you to watch these two guys in action and to go through all that we did?
It made me smile. It's fun to shake your head at the silliness of that age group, and just the playfulness and the fearlessness, I guess, of that age. It's also a tremendous feeling to watch people grow and learn, and I know that Chris has really grown and learned a lot from this short experience that we've had. So that's one of the things that keeps me going in the work that I do, is because I know that people are taking positive things away from this and growing and learning. And Nick as well. It was definitely an unfortunate accident, but he will learn, and he will be stronger because of it.
I agree. Now, what attracted you to this trip?
First and foremost, the paddling and the camping and being out is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I don't get the opportunity to do very much. So the adventure was something I couldn't pass up. The name Mike and Kate attached to it also was immediate, because I knew no matter what the weather or the conditions, I knew I would learn, and I knew that I was in need of a little refreshing. So I was very thankful for that opportunity as well.
Have you been on Lake Superior before?
I have not paddled on Superior before. I've been over to Isle Royal many years ago. I've spent a lot of time rock hopping up and down along the shore looking for agates and seeing sights along the Minnesota North Shore, but I have not spent time on the water. So it was...
Well, you're definitely our champion rock hopper, no doubt about that. But how do you feel about Superior now that you've had a 12-day, 11-day, 12-day, or 10-day experience, whatever we count this now after?
Definitely always had a very high respect for the lake, in knowing that it could be a very dangerous, a very unpredictable type of environment. So that didn't change at all. I was not surprised to continue to write into my journal entries. Once again, we are windbound. But I just think the fact that we saw so few paddlers along the way was such a treat. I compare the remoteness for the times that I've been up in the Boundary Waters, and how that has kind of been tainted by how accessible it is for people, and so it was very refreshing to me to see so much land set aside and so much ruggedness. So not as many people are going to have the opportunity to experience this wilderness the way that we did, and kind of like it that way.
Yeah, so this would be your definition of wilderness, what we saw here.
It definitely was.
Yeah, I can see that too. I love just the sense that it was so remote.
Very remote.
And everything we did, we were on our own to a certain extent. We were out there, and I like that. Now that you've gone with a Voyager canoe, what do you think of the big Voyager canoe?
I think that if you're ever in need of a good group activity to get people to learn how to work together and learn a little bit about yourself, this was definitely a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I would take another Voyager canoe trip again, because I kind of miss the control and that I have to be able to stop along the way, and the freedom to paddle at the pace that I would like, or because that definitely was a challenge. You have to learn to match the stroke of the person in front and behind you.
And which not always wasn't always working.
It didn't always work, but it was really it was good. It was good to have to be a part of the group and work with the group. So.
Yeah. Well, you added a lot to it.
I enjoyed myself.
Very good. And so, any last thoughts if you reflect back and looking to the future and just thinking about the lake, not as recreation or wilderness, but just the lake in and of itself? Any last thoughts?
I certainly hope that my once-in-a-lifetime experience of the lake this way is available and equally as impressive and equally puts people in as much awe hundreds of years from now. I hope there's someone like me that has the opportunity to just really appreciate the wildness and just the ruggedness and just the unspoiledness of the lake.
Excellent. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.